let's talk about The Social Network for its 10th anniversary. This is based on the story of how Mark Zuckerberg, who's played by Jesse Eisenberg here, created Facebook and became the youngest billionaire in the world. In the film, after Mark gets dumped by his girlfriend Erica, he uses pictures of female students to create a website to compare their hotness. It becomes instantly popular and crashes the Harvard network. This catches the attention of twins Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, who approach Mark with an idea for a new website where Harvard students can create a profile and connect with other people online. But Mark has his own ideas with the concept and creates the Facebook, later renamed just Facebook, which would result in legal actions and betrayal. A movie about the origins of Facebook sounds compelling enough, but I and some people didn't expect lawsuits to be involved in this story. And years later, what we assume to be an unrealistic portrayal of Zuckerberg in the movie may not have been completely false. But you be the judge of that. Jesse Eisenberg delivers a nuanced performance as Zuckerberg, giving the character different layers as he can be socially awkward or cold and condescending.
You have part of my attention. You have the minimum amount. The rest of my attention is back at the offices of Facebook, where my colleagues and I are doing things that no one in this room, including and especially your clients, are intellectually or creatively capable of doing. Did I adequately answer your condescending question?
See, this is the kind of performance Eisenberg should have done when he played Lex Luthor, as opposed to what we ended up getting. Although the real Zuckerberg said this movie got some things wrong about him, he admitted that the wardrobe was very spot on. Andrew Garfield plays Mark's best friend Eduardo, a role that would turn him into a star. I loved his performance so much, I was keen that he would get an Oscar nod. He and Eisenberg became good friends during production, so the parts where Mark stabs Eduardo in the back were a little hard for them to do. But these moments were so well played. Armie Hammer plays the Winklevoss twins in another star-making turn, with Josh Penn standing in as Tyler with some impressive face-imposing CGI. Fun fact, Pence did get to show his own face in a separate cameo.
Sweet.
My favorite scene is when the twins go to the university president to help them stop Zuckerberg from stealing their idea. But the president thinks they're acting like privileged students demanding special treatment. The dialogue in this scene is enjoyably snarky with some funny sarcasm.
You don't have to be an intellectual property expert to understand the difference between right and wrong.
And you're saying that I don't.
Of course I'm not saying that, sir. I'm saying that.
That is brilliant. And despite her brief role in being entirely fictional, Rooney Mara as Erica makes a strong impression as she's the driving force for all the events that would occur.
As if every thought that tumbles through your head was so clever it would be a crime for it not to be shared. The internet's not written in pencil, Mark, it's written in ink.
I love her lines in this scene because they are so relevant in our current social media age.
You write your snide bullshit from a dark room because that's what the angry do nowadays.
Well, I don't post a lot of angry things online. If I got a band, I would just write it all down in a journal. Call me old-fashioned. Justin Timberlake's role as Sean Parker I see as the shoulder devil for Mark, encouraging him to go all out with his website and using it for his own egotistical gain after he got into legal trouble with his company Napster. The other thing I love to talk about is the screenplay by Aaron Sorkin. He provides his sharp, fast-paced dialogue and a well-structured dramatization. Admittedly, some elements in the movie were false. Like Mark had other friends besides Eduardo that helped him with Facebook, and he wasn't single when he created it. At the time, he was still dating his future wife, Priscilla Chan. But everything really did start with a breakup, just with a different person that Zuckerberg called a bitch on his blog. Just a side note, I love that his username is Zuck on it. But Sorkin said, "I don't want my fidelity to be the truth. I just wanted it to be storytelling." And this movie, however fabricated, does contain themes that make engaging storytelling, friendship, ambition, and double-crossing. This movie gets compared to Citizen Kane, not in terms of quality, but in terms of its plot about a man who gained incredible wealth, yet had something precious missing in his life, and then isolated himself from the people close to him. Funny enough, David Fincher has a new movie coming out about the making of Citizen Kane, more precisely about his screenwriter, entitled Mank. If I were to name any issues I had with the film, it would be the nightclub scene. The sound mixing made it hard for me to hear what the characters were saying, though it may have been deliberate. But then again, that's why we have subtitles. Overall, with a solid cast, David Fincher's direction, and Aaron Sorkin's exceptional high-speed script, you get one of the best movies of the previous decade. It's cynical, funny, energetic, and melancholic. The movie won 4 Golden Globes for Best Director, Best Screenplay, Best Original Score, and Best Motion Picture Drama. As for the Oscars, it won Best Film Editing, Best Original Score, and Best Adapted Screenplay. On the downside, no nomination was given to Andrew Garfield.
What's wrong with you?
And the winner for Best Picture was The King's Speech, while Best Director was awarded to its director Tom Hooper. Now, with all due respect to any fans of The King's Speech, there are some aspects in it that I like, such as Colin Firth's performance and Helena Bonham Carter's costumes. But in my opinion, Social Network was a far more entertaining movie, and Fincher's credibility would be retained with other films like Gone Girl and series like Mindhunter, while Tom Hooper would subsequently make this atrocity.
Oops.
All that aside, The Social Network gets my complete approval.